taking your calls right now at 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546.
Online tonight.
You're so scared I can smell it.
And now, from the craziest city on the planet, this is Online Tonight, on the air toll-free at 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. And now, the host of Online Tonight, Max.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Greatly appreciate it. I need to fix something on the visual. Uno momento, as they say. There we go. Change the color a little. All right, this is Christmas Movies, episode number 2092. Welcome to Online Tonight. We're sliding into December on this lovely Saturday. My name is Max Smart, by the way. This is episode 292, as I mentioned already. We talk tech, pop culture, and more. And more can be pretty much anything except for politics. So theme parks, food, pets, video games, the holidays, movies, experiences, especially when it comes to tech and pop culture and movies. Coming up this hour, of course, we've got our Geek Speak, our Bookmark This, something called AI Garlic. What's that about? Something fun that we saw at CES that keeps rolling away from us, out of our reach, and our review of a very Jonas Christmas movie. So you have that to look forward to. More importantly, I'm here to make your life better, I hope, when it comes to technology. And I am here basically as your free IT specialist. You can call our Broadcast Bionics Caller One system using our toll-free telephone number, 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. That is the best way to reach me because I always have questions and follow-ups, and you can be my hands, eyes, and ears on your end, and then relay that information to me, and then maybe we can come to a good outcome together. We also take your email. We have a text voicemail number, the email address show@onlinetonight.com. And our text voicemail number is 951-395-1017. Data rates may apply. Leaving a voicemail is your authorization to broadcast your likeness. Again, that number, 951-395-1017. Victoria is producing the show. She's answering your calls and checking for your messages on all the different platforms, making sure the YouTube live stream is working and the affiliates, and of course the live stream over at onlinetonight.com. Listen live. All that's there, ready for you. She manages all of that perfectly. This portion of the show is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Football season is in full swing, and with Paramount Plus, you can stream all the NFL games airing on your local CBS station. This month, they've got doubleheaders on the 14th and the 21st. You can find out all of the information that Paramount Plus offers by visiting our website, onlinetonight.com/stream, onlinetonight.com/stream. And for our visual audience, I have my jacket on because it's a little cold in the studio. Well, I was downstairs in the kitchen trying to get a beverage, and I ran up here. This is why I'm out of breath. But we're also brought to you by my new line of pirate-themed shirts. Here's one of them, and you can check that out by going to onlinetonight.com/store, onlinetonight.com/store. All right, let's get into the AI news. Sam Altman, he's the CEO guy of ChatGPT. Earlier in the week, we heard that ChatGPT was about to start adding advertisements in the middle of your ChatGPT sessions. Well, apparently, like the very next day, Sam Altman came out and said, code red alert, we've got other things we need to do before we start putting ad in the chats. There's a key word there, before we start, which means he absolutely wants to do it. They have every plan to do it. But apparently he says that he needs to improve the personalization, the image generation, the speed, the reliability of the service before he starts bombarding you with ads. Google's Gemini 3 Pro is currently outperforming ChatGPT in benchmarks. Anthropic's Claude is very strong with business users. OpenAI is delaying the ads, the shopping agents, and what they're calling the Pulse proactive assistant. So those are delayed. The company tested shopping-related ads, but fears that they could push users to the competitors. OpenAI will refocus on making ChatGPT more capable, intuitive, and personal. They're currently not making any money. They're not profitable. And so they really rely on a high number of users that are investing a fair amount of money. But they want you to sign up for the monthly, and they're going to start doing ads so they can actually make a profit. Weird concept, right? Capitalism, that the company actually has to make money so that it can keep going. The new reasoning model is supposed to ship next week from OpenAI, and it is said to, according to their internal testing and documentation, it's supposed to beat Gemini 3, which is Google's product. We mentioned the Code Red, and we partly mentioned the new model that's going to be coming out, and it's codenamed Garlic. I don't know why you would name... I mean, okay. Garlic is probably one of my favorite things to sprinkle on French fries and pasta, and who doesn't love garlic butter on their toast?
They felt that it needed some seasoning,
I guess.
flavor. They're trying to make ChatGPT less boring.
I don't think it's boring.
Spice it up.
Do you find it boring? I will be annoyed when I see ads.
See, I don't know what the other ones are like in comparison. Why are people using the other ones more? Are they more interesting?
Well, I know that Claude definitely has gone after the business groups. They have like these team accounts, and they have a pool of tokens that all the employees could use. So if you've got a heavy hitter, you're okay. If you're not, ChatGPT doesn't do that. They're kind of more as an individual kind of program. I'm sure they've got something, but I haven't looked at it. But anyway, this new version is codenamed Garlic. It's probably going to come out as, I don't know, ChatGPT 6 or 5 point whatever. Maybe they'll do something like Apple's doing and call it 26. So it seems like they're decades ahead of Gemini 3 and Opus 4.5. OpenAI said that they've improved Garlic's pre-training to create broader connections and pack more knowledge into a smaller model. So more brains, less RAM, I guess. Smaller models are cheaper to train, deploy. They're easier for developers to test within their own private labs. And so the release timing is, we don't know, but we're thinking within the next couple weeks before the end of the year. That's what, is kind of the rumor is. But if not, it might pop into January. I don't think it'll take till February. The progress on Garlic has already allowed OpenAI to begin work on its largest next-gen model. Google and OpenAI compete very aggressively against each other in the consumer space. And as I mentioned, Anthropic Claude is primarily enterprise. And neither of them are really kind of in a panic. Not that Sam was in a panic, but it almost sounded like, hey, we got to stop working on these other things, and we got to get focused on our core service. Anthropic, by the way, their code agent recently just hit $1 billion in revenue within 6 months. NVIDIA.
That was Anthropic, right?
Anthropic's Claude, yes.
Yep.
In case I misspoke, I apologize. All right, NVIDIA is releasing a new open source vision language action model for self-driving cars. I'm not even going to try to say what the name is. It has the word mayo in it, so it's food related again. I don't know. The model uses reasoning techniques, and it thinks out loud as it's planning your routes. Like, we need more distractions in the car. I'm wondering, should we take third, or should we just keep going to Vine? It's rhetorical. You don't actually get to answer it. It converts sensor data into national language descriptions to explain its decisions. This transparency helps engineers understand and fix safety issues more easily. NVIDIA aims to create industry-standard evaluation methods by making the model open source so other people can play with it and test it. And it reinforces NVIDIA's leadership in AI beyond hardware, supporting companies like Palantir, I think is how you say it, with their open source code. Are you comfortable with all of these self-driving cars? Let me know.
Looking for a one-of-a-kind gift or to complete your own collection? Sumerian Collection offers a wide variety of vintage goods with new items added weekly. Books, collectibles, clothing items, jewelry, gadgets, and gizmos galore. Many items are from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, but exclusive finds from earlier time periods become available as well. Rare vintage items include dolls from around the world and foreign language books. Online shopping at Sumerian Collection is a breeze, with Etsy's secure payment processing and shipping to U.S. locations included free with every purchase. Visit SumerianCollection.etsy.com to see what's new in vintage this week. SAMERIAN Collection.etsy.com. SAMERIAN Collection.etsy.com. Sumerian Collection.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify. 800-908-3082. 800-908-3082. 800-908-3082. That's 800-908-3082.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Hotline
Geek Speak.
All right, this hour's Geek Speak, where we take a tech term and turn it into plain English right before your very ears. May sound like a carnival barker. Is integrated circuit. Integrated circuit, powered by Anker. This Geek Speak's powered by Anker. We're so excited that they have launched their new Nano wireless car charger. That means that your phone is held securely within view using their new QI2 certified 15-watt wireless charging pad. What's cool about that is you can actually remove it and take it with you. But the holder, the thing that holds everything, is very flexible. It can rotate 360 degrees. It tilts 45 degrees, and that way you can find the most comfortable viewing angle for you. You really shouldn't be using your phone while you're driving, but if you're doing Waze or maps or something, then it's good to have it right there in view. And don't be watching sports or movies or anything like that, but use your phone safely. This is a great way to charge it and keep it in view while you're driving. Check out all the great Anker products at onlinetonight.com/anchor, onlinetonight.com/anchor. Now, integrated circuit. Integrated circuit, also known as IC, is a small semiconductor chip that contains multiple interconnected electronic components. It'll have resistors and transistors and capacitors, and these components work together to perform some function, such as maybe amplifying an analog signal or processing data, maybe storing memory. ICs are a fundamental foundation. Looking for that alliteration, but it wasn't there. It's really what all modern electronics are based on, powering everything from smartphones to computers and appliances like your refrigerator, automobiles. ICs typically have a silicon base and are manufactured using photolithography. Basically, they flash an image on a layer, and then it creates these things. It's pretty neat. It's all based on light and patterns. This process allows engineers to create microscopic circuits with components smaller than the human eye can see. Unlike traditional circuit boards with individual components, integrated circuits offer greater efficiency, lower power consumption, and higher reliability. It was invented in the 1950s. ICs have revolutionized technology, enabling the development of smaller, faster, and more powerful electronic devices, just like the $6 million man over there. Advancements such as system on a chip, like Qualcomm's Snapdragon and Apple's M series, those are now integrated entire computer systems now into this IC, further pushing the boundaries for performance and miniaturization and power consumption. So there you go. That is this hour's Geek Speak integrated circuit.
Online tonight.
All right, our phone lines are open. So give us a call on our Broadcast Bionics Caller One system using our toll-free telephone number, 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. Don't forget, I am on the socials. I'm on Instagram, and I am on X. And my New Year's resolution is I will post a lot more often. Haven't posted in a little while. One, because I kind of felt bad. I had a lot of trips to the amusement parks, and it seemed all of my photos contained alcohol in them. But somebody said, so what? Just put it up there. Okay, I will make a point of putting things up there. I hope you'll follow me at Max Smart Radio, at Max Smart Radio on Instagram and X. Victoria?
We have an email from a listener.
Mhm.
This is from someone called Mom is Nervous in Scottsdale, Arizona. This person writes, my elderly mother wants to stay in her home as long as she can, and we're trying to add more smart home products so we can monitor things from afar. She's very nervous about any new technology and wondered about being hacked. Does this happen often? And what can we do to safeguard things and reassure her?
Okay. Let's see. What's a good way to answer this? Nothing is truly secure anywhere. Vaults at the bank, they can be robbed. Armored trucks, they can be robbed. Things can be robbed. I mean, if somebody has the desire and the technology, they're going to get into it. But we can minimize these things. First of all, most people don't really care about your home, your smart home, like dimming your lights or things like that. Maybe garage door openers, But you can fix that by locking the garage door and having all the valuable stuff inside, giving them an additional challenge to get through before they can get to things. But even if you have a bunch of smart home stuff, lights and cameras and stuff, it doesn't stop people from going in. A buddy of mine recently has 5 Ring cameras. Guy broke in and took a bunch of stuff. He did get caught by the police because of the video, but he got in, he got the stuff. You got to find your level of risk. And the thing about smart homes is convenience for you, like being able to turn the lights off right before you go to bed, or a sleep timer on your smart TV. So there's a lot of things like that. One of the things that you might consider if you're super paranoid is not to have things cloud-based. You can run your own home assistant. You would do it on her behalf, I'm assuming. You can get a Raspberry Pi and free software, and you can schedule all these things. And the controls would only be private when she's within the home, so it would not be able to be external. That's one way. But in general, criminals aren't just driving around looking for, does my garage door clicker open yours? And what is the code to your smart lock? It's not, there's more people, regular people, than there are criminals. And they would just break the glass anyway and not mess around with the dials. So, you got to kind of weigh the risk versus the benefits that you're going to get with the smart home stuff, right? You have more risk at doing banking at the Starbucks or at the public library or at the airport. You've got man-in-the-middle attacks. You've got all that stuff. In your own home, really, you don't have that much to worry about, to be honest. And I don't think she has to worry too much about it. To make her life easier, though, depending on how comfortable your mom is with the phone, you might just get her like a tablet, like a 10-inch tablet, and just give her a small menu of things that she can push. And then don't overwhelm her living space with 15 new lights and 3 to 5 new cameras. You want to integrate those things slowly, see how they work, things like that, and really kind of read how she's accepting those things and not overwhelm them, because senior technology anxiety is a real thing, and you don't want to go, hey, we're going to install 15 new things into your house all at one time. Don't do that. Hey, how's this light working? That might be beneficial in the bedroom or the kitchen or in the bathroom. One of the things I think is really good for older people is a motion sensor light that's dimmable, so that in the middle of the night when they get up to use the restroom or whatever, the light automatically comes on, but it's not like full brightness. It's enough where they can see any obstacles they may have and be able to do what they need. And then they go back to bed. They don't even have to touch anything. And after 30, 40 seconds, the light automatically goes off. That is a great thing for really anybody, but especially older people that are trying to stay in their own home by themselves and still feel free and independent. If you want to drop me a note, feel free.
At Bon Voyage Earns, we love our pets. We couldn't imagine our lives without them. But we know that when they pass on, we want to treat them with the respect they deserve, because they're family members too. Bon Voyage Urns makes biodegradable, marine-safe urns for the delivery of pets' cremated remains to a beautiful resting place in the Pacific Ocean. Love them while you have them. Give them a proper send-off when it's time. More information at bvurns.com.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-439-7851. 800-439-7851. 800-439-7851. That's 800-439-7851.
There's no better way to bond with your cats than with a special treat. Lick and Lap by Vitacraft is a healthy 5-pack saucy tureen snack full of a creamy paste that your cats are going to love. Free from artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives, it's the perfect snack between meals. Lick and Lap is available at Walmart, your local pet stores, and of course, on their website at vitacraft.us.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. A neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
Perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey. Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
I never realized that I'd be taking care of a 2-year-old and a 9-year-old on my own. I think men can be a little stubborn sometimes where pride gets in the way and they may want the help, they may not know how to ask. With my traditions, with the family support in line, and just with my mind frame, I was able to turn a negative into a positive. I knew I needed more tools in my toolbox to take care of these little girls that had just lost their mother. It's time for me to be that father that I knew I could be. I think just being that good role model as well, that models good behavior in front of them, going to work every day, coming home and being able to put on that smile. The biggest reward about being a dad is sitting back and watching your kids be happy.
Never stop being a dad. That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Looking around for the phone number, it's 1-800-39-ONLINE. 1-800-396-6546.
Online tonight.
Well, believe what just happened to me. I was the victim of a radio prank.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's a sad day when getting a man to describe his own behind passes as you.
All right, this is Online Tonight. I am Max. Thank you so much for joining me. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving and upcoming holiday if I don't see or speak to you before then. You can use our Broadcast Bionics Caller One system right now using our toll-free telephone number at 1-800-39-ONLINE. Well, right now meaning while we're live. If you're listening to the broadcast or the archives, I mean, it's not right now. It was then, previous. But right now, you can. And it's the best way to reach me for your questions, your comments on tech, pop culture, and more. You can also leave me a message via email or text and voicemail. The email address, show@onlinetonight.com. The text voicemail number 951-395-1017. Before we jump into our movie review about the Jonases, I just want to quickly mention this cool product that I think is pretty neat, the Govee Rope Light 2, Neon Rope Light 2. We actually just installed something like this at a museum, not in the cool shapes that I wanted, but it's not mine. So, you're going to support the museum the way they want it. That's what volunteers do. But what is cool about the rope is you can make it look exactly like a neon sign with different shapes. It comes with clips and brackets so that you can get these nice smooth curves and the corners, and it lets you make whatever custom styles that you want. It's really neat. It comes in a 10-foot and a 16.4-foot roll. Through December 15th, Govee's Merry Moments Make It Glow event will give you up to 15% off select items. You can learn more about Govee's products, all the different Govee products, by visiting our website, onlinetonight.com/Govee, onlinetonight.com/GOVEE. Now, our movie review.
From Hollywood.
One very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
Blockbusters, tearjerkers, family fare.
Everything is awesome.
What's worth seeing in the theater, and what should you just watch at home?
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Here are your hosts.
I am Max.
And I'm Victoria.
And we're going to share with you our thoughts on a very Jonas Christmas movie.
Yike.
Rated TV PG on Hulu. What do you mean by yike?
This is the most Jonas Brothers I've ever had in an hour and 20 minutes before.
Even compared to Camp Rock. I'm going to jump in.
Okay.
We watched this for nostalgic purposes. Our daughter, Jennifer, she was... we went to Nashville and we saw the Jonas Brothers and Miley Cyrus. We've been to many red carpet events where the Jonas Brothers have been there. We watched the Jonas TV series on Disney Channel. We watched all the Camp Rock movies.
We play their music on our radio station.
Albums. We have, Nick signed a CD for her charity event. So we have had a lot of exposure. And I thought, oh, okay. They're adults now, right? Like our daughter's an adult now and it's not a kid anymore. So now we have adult problems. We have marriage and we have children and we have relationships and then we have not infighting, but maybe not treating each other as wonderfully as siblings may or may not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the TV shows and the movies, they always seemed very loving and didn't have any friction. This is very different, Go.
This seems like the Jonas Brothers, like behind the scenes. Like as soon as I saw this movie and they started having these issues, I thought, is this what they're really like? Is this a reality show?
The bickering?
Yeah.
You took my hat.
The bickering, and then they each have a type, like Nick is the one who is very detail oriented and does all this stuff while the other guys play, and Joe is the single one who makes a connection with all the girls, and Kevin is he's not the only family man now.
Yeah.
But he doesn't sing.
Well, he's the guitarist and he wants to sing. I want to jump in real quick. You mentioned Nick. Nick is the organized one who keeps everybody going, right?
Yeah.
But from Joe and Kevin's perspective, he has a type A controlling personality, and they figure it's better to just let him run everything than argue with him.
Right.
And so for years, he's done all the work.
Right.
Kind of like moms do at Christmas, right?
Right.
So, but he feels that he is having to do all these things, and he may not want to do them. But if the brothers got involved, he'd be like, no, we can't do it that way. He would try to take over.
Yeah, kind of like me in the kitchen on Thanksgiving.
Yep, exactly. Keep going.
They really pack a lot into this hour and 20 minute long movie, and it just seemed kind of all over the place. We learn early on that there's some magic involved.
Well, see, I appreciated that.
And
because then I didn't believe that the infighting with the Jonases was real.
but it also kind of points out exactly what's going to happen in the movie. And I feel like that was, like the things that happened weren't significant, but they were rather big things. But because it was by magic, to me, it was kind of like, oh, this is just another step in the process of getting the end result.
Well, you can look at it that way if you want to. Let's look at it like a recipe. We're going to look at it like a recipe. If you follow this and you add the flour and then you add the butter and then you add the sugar and you whip the eggs, but if you do, you got to do them in this order. And then when you are done and you put it in the oven for 25 minutes at this temperature, you're going to get a nice cake.
Mm-hmm.
The spell from the whatever was the recipe. And they told you, if you get the recipe right, you're going to get this. That's how I looked at it. I mean, it's just a different way to look at it. But that's right. If they don't figure out how to make all of these things in the right order together, no cake. Okay?
Sure. I mean, there's a goal, and they have to work together towards the goal, but they don't know that they have to work together towards the goal.
That's true.
Right. So they have to grow and change in order to come together as a unit like they used to be able to accomplish this goal.
Well, I'm gonna jump in there too.
Yep.
All right. Knowing the Jonases and Frankie and the dad and their management company, these are new problems for them. They didn't have to do this when they were younger. They had management, they had parents, they had people saying, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this. These are new adult problems that they have now, which, is new to us because we're not used to seeing them as adults.
And they do all have the same goal, which is to get home for Christmas. But the goal that's been redirected by magic is slightly different, is the way they spend Christmas when they get home.
They have, so we're talking about a very Jonas Christmas movie rated TV PG on Hulu. So other than sibling fighting and a little bit of magic, and of course, a plane blowing up, a Porsche conking out in the middle of the snow, because there's magic and
they're all over Europe.
Challenges, yeah, they have to be given these challenges, and somehow magically they get on the wrong train. There's a lot of things going on.
They get on the right train, and then magic changes the train,
which means they were on the wrong train.
Right.
So it's magic packed. It's Jonas packed. The thing you probably weren't expecting was the fact that the brothers have a little bit of conflict. And that was probably the most jarring part of it. But the journey was interesting, I thought.
And there's like 10 songs. And it's not like your customary musical. Some of them are new songs. I think maybe 6 of them are new songs. There's a Christmas song they released 6 years ago that's got 2 versions in the movie, and then one of their hits from quite a while ago is at the end. But there are a few new songs.
I thought something that was pretty interesting was they're kind of separated about how they're feeling about their siblings, right? So Joe's singing about, they think I'm like this. Am I really like this? He's really being introspective, and he's really kind of challenging himself. And then Nick has his song, and then Kevin has subtitles and a guitar. Final words, please.
I mean, this was pretty good entertainment, but they just don't make Christmas movies like they used to, and I feel it was jam-packed, and I give it a 3.5.
I would give it a tiny bit higher. We're talking about a very Jonas Christmas movie rated TV PG on Hulu. I would have given it just a tiny bit of a higher score had it not been so long. I felt like it was just a tiny bit long, and they could have maybe thinned out a couple of the things. I understand having 4 events that steer you in a certain direction. We don't need 7. So that's where I'm at. I will also join you with 3.5. But it was nice to see the Jonas Brothers. I hope that they're getting along. Let us know what you think. 1-800-39-ONLINE or onlinetonight.com.
If If you're an author interested in turning your works into audiobooks, Narrate Your Own Book is for you. Since 2005, David H. Lawrence XVII has taught 3,000 students the ins and outs of voiceover work, including narration of audiobooks. As an author, your curriculum includes more than the performance and recording aspects of narration. You also learn how to prepare your manuscript to become an audiobook and market it once it's finished. Visit narrateyourownbook.com for more information and a sample class. narrateyourownbook.com.
We call ourselves ASAP Travel for one reason. We can help you book a ticket ASAP. For those of you that don't know, that means as soon as possible. That means no wait time. You get through right away. No searching online. Our specialty is the lowest available fares on the big name airlines. You know them. We can't tell you their names. You can fly domestically or internationally and save more money than you could if you call the airlines directly. Our proprietary software goes underneath the hood of the major airline booking systems and finds you the best rates available. So if you're ready to make your travel plans right now, business or vacation travel, we have all the major airlines always at great rates. Call ASAP Trips and we'll have your ticket in your inbox in 15 minutes. Call this number now.
800-515-4035. 800-515-4035. 800-515-4035. That's 800-515-4035.
The back seat. Check the back seat.
All right, come here.
Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good. Because every year, dozens of children are forgotten in the backseat of a car by a parent or caregiver. All never thought it could happen to them. But with changes in routines, distractions, or a sleeping child, it can happen to anyone. Parked cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. So get it in your head.
Check the back seat.
A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
We're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for the... And there they go! Almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the
right seat. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Bookmark this.
All right, it's the beginning of December, and we always love kicking off the holidays with this event. The HollywoodChristmasParade.org is your bookmark this for this hour. The HollywoodChristmasParade.org. It's very long. So if you just go to OnlineTonight.com, look for show number 2092, hour 1, you can just click on it. As I mentioned, we always love kicking it off. We talk to the celebrities at the Hollywood Christmas Parade. You can learn more about the parade at their website. And be sure to tune into your local CW affiliate on December 12th to watch the parade. And you want to check your local listings to see what time it would be airing on your station, because it does vary across the country. I'll put a link, by the way, in the show notes, not today, but within the next couple days. Jennifer did her normal Christmas parade interviews where she talked to the celebrities, and she got a couple good ones. I did not even recognize one of these people. Thank goodness he was carrying a puppet. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known who it was. But I'll put Jennifer's interviews from this year's parade in our show notes, episode 2092. Just FYI. That is this hour's bookmark this. The HollywoodChristmasParade.org. The HollywoodChristmasParade.org. This portion of the show is brought to you by me. I have teamed up with Swag to the Max to introduce my new line of pirate t-shirts. I'm not sure if our visual audience can see it, but this is my new Why Is the Rum Always Gone version. Well, one of the reasons is he has no stomach. And, probably consumed all the bottles. But if you get it, you get it. So check that out by going to onlinetonight.com/store, onlinetonight.com/store.
Online tonight.
Wondering where we left the remote?
Yeah, we're just going to jump right in. I got a lot of stuff. Christmas is coming up, and a lot of things have occurred, and I wanted to share with you some statistics, which are numbers. Don't always like to do that, but I'm going to try to do that. Adobe Analytics reported on Tuesday the so-called Cyber Week, which is the 5-day period from Thanksgiving to Cyber Monday. They brought in $44.2 billion online overall. And you say, oh, how much of that did Amazon got? We don't know. But everybody's online now. Even we're online. So that counts. That's a 7+% increase year over year. And that is like a record, I guess, for online spending during Black Friday. Music's driving me crazy. On Cyber Monday, consumers spent about $14.2 billion. That's up 7% as well. That is also makes Cyber Monday one of the biggest online shopping days ever. What are you buying on the holidays? I'll tell you what you're not buying. We talked about this not too long ago. Samsung has this robot ball, and they call it Ballie. How creative is that? Ballie. And it's a home robot. And it was supposed to be available like last week. And apparently it ain't going to happen. They're hoping summer of next year. Samsung has confirmed that Ballie is not being canceled, but it needs some help. It needs some fixing. It needs more development work, more time. We need more time to make it roll around better. Again, no official date, but the rumors are maybe summer. Concerns about the Ballie have always been it's very pricey, kind of like the Sony Aibo, but that thing was fantastic, and I would have paid $2,000 for it if I had it. Same as the Apple Vision Pro. I don't own that because I don't have $4,000 for goggles. Even though I really liked the Aibo, we played with it a lot of times. We interviewed a lot of people about it. We got to play with one for a while, and I really, really wanted it. It's a pet that's like a dog and doesn't poop. So that's fantastic. And the way it charges this little battery, I mean, the thing was magical. I thought the Ballie would be pretty magical, but I'm not spending $1,000, $2,000 for that. And how does it really fit? How does it really help you in the house? That was all kind of the thing.
Wasn't the Aibo that expensive too?
That's what I was saying. I said it was $2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Aibo was too much money. This thing first came out in 2020. I mean, they showed it at like CES or something. Then they kind of, put it behind a curtain for a little while, and they didn't really talk about it. And then they redesigned it in 2024, and they teased it in January again of 2025 at the CES, which we'll be going to in January again. And so we thought, okay, it's probably going to make it now. They've had 5 years. It's going to come out at the end of the year, January to December. That's like 9 months, 10 months. They could fix things up, put it in a nice box, have it roll around my house. Apparently not. Bali does include, and maybe this is the problem, because AI is changing too fast. The models are getting updated too quickly. It uses Google Gemini AI, and it has some smart home control features. It's got a built-in mini projector. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be cool, but maybe things are moving on the back end too quickly. And then every time a new version comes in, they got to retest it, and then they test it, and they go, oh, it's not doing things right. Who knows? Okay, so you're not getting the Bali from Samsung. What are you going to get? Well, if you like ugly sweaters, then you might want to check out the Microsoft Ugly Sweater for 2025. They didn't do it last year, but it's back, so that's cool. It includes the Clippy themed artifact sweater, Zoom Brown option, if you like that. And of course, there's the Xbox Green version. The artifact sweater features the retro icons from MSN, Minesweeper, Internet Explorer, MS-DOS, and the Windows logos. I believe there's more than one of the versions of the Windows logos there. The artifact and the Zoom sweaters are $80.
What about Clippy?
I think Clippy might be on there somewhere. I mean, it's Clippy themed, so I haven't seen a picture of it, but I feel like Clippy would be there. They've got all the other retro icons. I sure hope Clippy's there.
I think I did see one that had Clippy right on the front.
And for $80, if it doesn't have Clippy on it, I say we all revolt. I like that they're making the Xbox sweater $59. So that's $20 off, but it's just green, and it has like a logo on it. So that's pretty cool. The sweaters are available online. If you are in Redmond, Washington, near Microsoft's campus, you can check out their store there. It's at the NYC, the New York City Experience Center, and Microsoft first sent ugly sweaters to fans. They didn't even have to pay for them in 2018, and they began selling them to us normies in 2020. Up until 2023, they skipped 2024, and now it's back. So if you're a fan and you want to keep your collection going, then be sure to do that. Don't forget, you can go to the website, onlinetonight.com, look for episode number 2092. You could get the bookmark this. You can see what our Geek Speak was. We've got all the notes there. You can subscribe to the podcast. You can even listen to the audio archive right there. There's a link to our live version or our archive version on YouTube, youtube.com/onlinetonighttv. And if you're listening or wanting to watch us while we're live, just put /live at the end. And don't forget my shirts, onlinetonight.com/store. Stay tuned.
Online Tonight is produced and copyrighted by Smart Family Media. All rights reserved. Host Maxwell Smart. Producer and other hats worn by Victoria Smart. Views and opinions expressed are those of the host, guest, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, affiliates, or other advertisers.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
"30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
"1 minute past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
1 minute, 30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Two minutes past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Two minutes, 30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Three minutes past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Three minutes, 30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Four minutes past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Four minutes, 30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Five minutes past the hour. 60 seconds to live.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Five minutes, 30 seconds past the hour. 30 seconds to live.
This is Online Tonight.
Online Tonight is live and on the air at 1-800-39-ONLINE. 1-800-396-6546.
Yep.
Online Tonight.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you guys could find a way to shut the hell up!
now, from the craziest city on the planet, this is Online Tonight, on the air toll-free at 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. And now, the host of Online Tonight, Max.
All right. Welcome to Online Tonight on this wonderful, I see you, on this wonderful Saturday night. This is hour 2 of episode number 2092. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Max Smart, and we're here to talk about tech, pop culture, and any general nonsense that pops into my little brain. Coming up at this hour, of course, we've got our Geek Speak. We've got our Bookmark This. Samsung's going to try to go big. Netflix might be making a big change. And our review of O.what.fun. I don't know if I'm supposed to say the dots or not. But more importantly, I am here to answer your tech questions. That's what Online Tonight's been doing since the beginning. Back in the 90s when it was the help desk, and then it became the nationally syndicated show, and people would call in and get things fixed or questions. Maybe you need a permission slip to buy something new. You know, is the Mac Mini good for you versus a M5 iPad? We can talk about those things. I would love to talk to you about what you're considering and why. And then just share my experience, and then you can, take it or leave it. Give me a call on our Broadcast Bionics Caller 1 toll-free telephone number, our telephone number, 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546, and then it dials into their system, which is fantastic. It really helps manage all that stuff. It's one of the best things phone-wise we've had. We moved from analog phones to digital, and the flexibility is just incredible. If you ever want to talk about that, happy to talk to you about that too. And using the toll-free telephone number is the best method, because I always have follow-up questions. You can be my hands and my eyes and share with me things that I can't type or fix, or we can work together to solve your problem. So that's a good way to do that. Victoria's taking your calls, going through your texts and your emails. If you're not listening live, you can always send me a text or leave me a voicemail or an email. The text voicemail number is 951-395-1017. Data rates may apply. Leaving a voicemail is your authorization to broadcast your likeness on all the different platforms. Again, that number, 951-395-1017. We get a lot of email, and we appreciate it. show@onlinetonight.com. Whether it's love or hate, send us your message. We love to hear from you. This portion of the show is powered by Anchor. They've been a pioneer in charging technology for over 10 years. Want to charge your devices quickly and efficiently? Anchor has all kinds of fast chargers, including their Prime and Nano lines, as well as their MagGo. That's their magnetic wireless chargers. You can check out all the Anchor products by visiting our website at onlinetonight.com/anchor, onlinetonight.com/ANKER. And this show is brought to you by my new line of T-shirts. Themed shirts. And it's not just shirts. I've got tote bags and mugs and hats and all kinds of stuff. They're being added a little bit at a time. Right now, there are 3 shirts up. I hope you'll check it out. Go to onlinetonight.com/store. Now let's jump into cell phones. Samsung unveiled the Galaxy Z Trifold. Like 2 folds. Well, that would be 1 fold. So having 2 folds to make 3 sections, 2 wasn't enough. Now we need 3. The first smartphone to have 3 screens and 2 folds. Hey, I did the math right. The main display measures 10 inches when open, and the cover screen is 6.5 inches when closed.
That math doesn't work for me.
What's that?
How can it be 10 inches when it's open and 6.5 inches when
I think it's because they measure diagonally.
closed?
These things are not... Yeah, this is... Okay, when you buy a 65-inch television, it's not 65 inches. It's 65 inches diagonally. I don't know. We'll have to pop into a store and look at it. I think you and I should do that. And we'll bring your little fabric tape measure, because I think if we brought one of those metal Stanleys, we might scratch it.
You know what? I'm kind of looking at a picture of it, and I think what it is it's 10 inches when you unfold it,
Wide, edge to edge?
no, long,
Uh-huh.
but it's
That's
6.5 inches across, whether it's folded or not.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go look. And when you can describe it when you actually see it in person. Pictures are, worth 1,000 words, but touching it is heaven. I don't know. Inward folding design protects
Kinesthetic.
Huh?
Touching it is kinesthetic.
It depends on if you have feeling in your fingertips.
Okay.
Inward folding design protects the main display and reduces creasing. Why would I need to worry about I don't want a phone that could possibly crease. I didn't even know this was a problem now. Now I'm worried about it. The folding mechanism includes an alarm to alert users if folded wrong. That's pretty good. Bum, bum, bum. Like when I try to click on something and it doesn't work, or I'm playing a video game and I try to hit a control and it doesn't work and it goes boom, boom at me. Or because I've got the good controllers. It uses titanium armor flex hinge with 2 differently sized hinges and a dual rail structure. Now I got to go see it. Now I really want to go put my hands on it. Where can I see it? Will you look up to see what stores are carrying this, like the T-Mobile store, or the AT&T store, or something? Just
okay.
All right. The design aims for smoother, more stable folds and improved durability with added metal protection. If I wrecked my phone, I would have mental problems. Does it come with mental insurance? This is the time. I don't buy extended warranties most of the time for most of my stuff. But for I'm guessing this is a $1,300 phone or more. I'm buying the insurance because I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to wreck it. I know I'm going to wreck it.
It's $2,400.
Oh my God. Forget it. I'm afraid to even touch it in the store. Well, I'm not afraid to touch it in the store because that's somebody else's problem. I would still like to see, I'd still like to go touch it and look at it. On another topic, moving on from Samsung over to Apple, we're not going to talk about Apple's folding phones. We've talked about those rumors before, and they're rumors. There's no official announcement, so there's really nothing to talk about. So we're going to talk about something else. Apple is wanting everyone to jump off of iOS 18 and get to iOS 26 as quickly as possible. In fact, they're promoting it even more strongly through the Settings app now. iOS 18 updates remain available, but you have to kind of hunt for them because prominently at the top, it's like 26, get to 26. No, I just want 18.7.3. And you have to go way down in there to try to find it. They're available. They're just at the bottom. Some users hesitate because of the whole liquid glass display overhaul. And I'm going to tell you, my battery life stinks. And I have tried 15 different settings. I barely get a day. Thank goodness I have CarPlay, not wireless CarPlay, but the wired kind, because then it charges my phone. So I pray, believe it or not, for an hour and a half drive home some nights. So my phone will be available when I get home to play my game. Because it's died sometimes and I haven't been able to play my game. And no, I can't plug it in and play my game because the charger's too far away from the couch. But I appreciate the thought. Apple continues, they want everybody to go to 26, right? It's likely to become the only upgrade option on your device any day now. Upgrading from 18 to 26 is irreversible, by the way. Once you go to 26, there's no going back to 18, even if you're really frustrated with it. So there's no downgrade path. No matter what you do, really. It locks you out. Apple has not disclosed the 26 adoption numbers yet. Maybe we'll get those at the beginning of the year. Very quickly, Apple is partnering with Intel again. You know they made the shift about 5 years ago to Apple Silicon. Well, Intel may start supplying some non-Pro iPhone chips starting in 2028. It's not going to be x86 chips. They're going to be making Apple versions as a fab, as a manufacturer. So it's going to be made in an Intel plant. I don't think Apple's going to add Intel chips, Intel design chips into their stuff, right? So Intel will probably make the A22 or something like that. They're going to take Apple's design and they're going to manufacture it in their plant. I don't think Apple's going to go buy their cellular modem anymore or their CPUs. That's just my thoughts. What are your thoughts? 1-800-39-online. Stay tuned.
At Bon Voyage Earns, we love our pets. We couldn't imagine our lives without them. But we know that when they pass on, we want to treat them with the respect they deserve, because they're family members too. Bon Voyage Earns makes biodegradable, marine-safe urns for the delivery of pets' cremated remains to a beautiful resting place in the Pacific Ocean. Love them while you have them. Give them a proper send-off when it's time. More information at bvorns.com.
Our research team has found a perfect solution to solve any man's ED problem, erectile dysfunction. Even the word is a bummer. And those pharmacy pills are expensive, but when you call our special toll-free number, you can always buy 40 to 50 pills for around $2 each. At your pharmacy, you could spend up to $65 for just one pill. Our price is around $2, and our formula works virtually the same as the expensive pills. We even deliver them to your door in a confidential package so you don't have to go anywhere. Just pick up the phone and order 40 to 50 highly effective ED pills for around $2 each. It's a no-brainer. You'll save hundreds of dollars, and you'll have our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call now to order 40 to 50 ED pills with no prescription for around $2 each.
Call Steelman now at 800-764-9168, 800-764-9168. That's 800-764-9168.
So what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning, the cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Online tonight.
Geek Speak. Alrighty, this hour's Geek Speak is PMU. P as in Paul, M as in Mary, U as in other. No, as in umbrella. Yeah, U, not O. We'll get back to that in just a moment. This Geek Speak is brought to you by Govee. If you've been waiting to pull the trigger on a new outdoor light setup for the holidays, Govee's Permanent Outdoor Light Pro set features 200-foot strand of year-round lights. It's available at an incredible discount until December 15th. Some of their items are up to 50% off. You'll also get string lights, strip lights, floodlights. You could get projectors. They've got this really cool thing that makes like space in your house. It's like space themes, like clouds and comets and stars. And my buddy Andy has one, and I was like, can we just leave that on while we do our work? Because it's cool. Everything you can possibly need to make your home festive, indoors and out. You can check out Govee's products by visiting our website, onlinetonight.com/Govee. Govee, Govee is the website. And, man, there's a lot. Okay. I have option anxiety when I go there because there's so many awesome things I want. And I always have to limit, like, the number of things that I purchase. Now, PMU, it is an acronym. It stands for Power Management Unit. The Power Management Unit is a microcontroller or an integrated circuit, like we talked about last hour, that controls the power functions of most of the devices that we use, you know, like a Macintosh, smartphones, laptops, etc. They all basically have those in there. They're not very large. They're pretty small. The PMU contains several parts. It's got its own memory, its own software, its own firmware, and it even has its own little CPU to manage all of the power stuff. Now, what does it manage? Well, it tells the computer when to turn on and off, go to sleep, and wake up. So it's kind of the middleman. When you select that from the menu, or you hold a certain button down on your device and the system is told to shut down, the PMU is the one that actually goes and does that for you. It does the last moment discussion with the hardware to get these things in there. It might maintain some what's called permanent random access memory for some of the settings. It manages the system resets on various commands. And it has a real-time clock, which is like the date and the time. That's where that lives on most systems, not all, but a lot of them. Because every function of a computer requires electrical power, the PMU is really in the middle of all of that and is essential. Hey, your battery's getting low. We should probably tell the operating system. Hey, your battery's being charged. We should give the operating system an update to tell you how far along we are. Hey, your battery is charged. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Occasionally, you can get confused. And every manufacturer kind of has a reset ability or function. And so you would go, like to Apple, you would go and look that up. Samsung, you'd look that up. HP computers, you would look that up. Each one has kind of a different reset type of. This is not the BIOS, by the way. This is you reset the PMU completely different. On a Macintosh, as an example, if you tried to, how do I reset the PMU? You're not going to find it because Apple is always different. They call their PMU the SMC. It's the same thing. It's a synonym. That is this hour's Geek Speak PMU, or Power Management Unit.
Online tonight.
All right. The phone lines are open. So give me a call on our Broadcast Bionics Caller One system using our toll-free telephone number, 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. I was eating a cracker, I think. Maybe you caught that. 1-800-39-ONLINE. Don't forget, you can follow me on X and Instagram. I use the same account name on both platforms, at Max Smart Radio, at Max Smart Radio, all one word, on X and Instagram. Victoria?
We have a listener question. This came in a text from Gunnar in North Dakota. I like to stay up to date with the latest features in iOS, but I've only just updated to 26.1, and now another update is on the way. Is there anything notable coming in 26.2 that would warrant updating right away?
Well, other than bug fixes and hopefully some better battery management, the only thing I can share with you is what the latest developer release candidate is. I'm very quickly going to tell you. There's alpha, which is internal testing inside of the company. Beta, which is a select group of external people outside of the company get to test. Release candidate sometimes is open to a broader group, sometimes the general public. And then the golden master becomes what you end up getting. Okay? So there you go. Now you know kind of the releases. Here are 10 or so items that will be included in 26.2 according to the latest release candidate. Everything is always subject to change until it actually gets released to the general public. But this is what you've got. You've got an urgent alarm option, which now sounds the full alarm at the due time. The liquid glass lock screen, there's a new slider with finer control over the clock transparency. AirDrop one-time codes are now available, allowing you to share with people that are not in your contacts for up to 30 days. Apple Music offline lyrics will now be supported. So if you've got music and you're in airplane mode and you want to kind of, read the words as you're flying, no, not if you're flying the plane, but you're a passenger in the plane, you could check that out. Podcasts, automatic chapter creation, and tabbable episode transcriptions, making it easier for you to follow along if that's how you do it. The Password app will manage websites where credentials aren't saved. I don't know what that means or how that works, but the AirPods Live translation, that's going to be available in Europe. So it wasn't available to them now. And last but not least, there are more. I'm just going to give you the highlights. The iPhone screen with the flash for alerts, you can now configure the LED flash for, I believe, and I might be wrong, it used to be a fixed brightness or you couldn't use the flash part. Now you can use the flash part and you can have it be dim, and I think you can make it flash like a certain number of times. If you remember in the old days when you got your phone call and you had the ringer off, but you had haptic turned on, you could turn on haptic patterns. And so there may be some pattern type stuff there. So Gunnar, I hope that gives you at least some exciting things. And of course, there's additional, you mentioned a phone, I think. I don't know if you mentioned a phone, but there are additional things on the iPad that were highlighted in the release candidate. So I wasn't sure what you wanted. If you want to submit a question like Gunnar did, you can text me at 951-395-1017. You can leave a voicemail there as well. 951-395-1017, or send me an email, show@onlinetonight.com. Very quickly, as of November 25th, as of November 2025, 13 U.S. states now support storing your driver's license or government ID in the Apple Wallet on an iPhone. Here are some of the states: Arizona, California, Colorado, Georgia, Hawaii, where I'm not going again, Illinois, Iowa, Maryland, Montana, New Mexico, North Dakota. Why is South Dakota not there? But North Dakota is there, Ohio, and West Virginia. Some of those were around since 2022, but that is now a broader list. North Dakota, West Virginia, Montana, those were just recently added. Are you using the service? I'd love to hear what you think about your ID and your wallet. Stay tuned.
If you're an author interested in turning your works into audiobooks, Narrate Your Own Book is for you. Since 2005, David H. Lawrence XVII has taught 3,000 students the ins and outs of voiceover work, including narration of audiobooks. As an author, your curriculum includes more than the performance and recording aspects of narration. You also learn how to prepare your manuscript to become an audiobook and market it once it's finished. Visit narrateyourownbook.com for more information and a sample class. narrateyourownbook.com.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-439-7851. 800-439-7851. 800-439-7851. That's 800-439-7851.
There's no better way to bond with your cats than with a special treat. Lickin' Lap by Vitacraft is a healthy 5-pack saucy tureen snack full of a creamy paste that your cats are gonna love. Free from artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives, it's the perfect snack between meals. Lickin' Lap is available at Walmart, your local pet stores, and of course, on their website at vitacraft.us.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
The Native community is big for me. Makes me feel good to pass on our Arapaho traditions. My kids love going up to the Sundance. I like to tell people the Sundance is about family. It's about the tribe. It's not just about the dancer. It's kind of like life. As a Sundancer, I'm just one spoke in the wheel. I need my family there. I need my role models. I need my people there, especially my children. You know, coming in that door, my family is ready to see me and they believe in me. Before, I'd never seen that from my people. But now when I walk in that door and I see those smiling faces and they're happy to see me, that's special. With my 4 kids, all I ask for them in Arapaho ways is health and happiness. Nothing more, nothing less.
Never stop being a dad. That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
You say you'd never give in to a meltdown. Never let kids' toys take over the house. And never fill your feed with kid photos. You'd never plan your life around their schedule. Never lick your thumb to clean their face. And you'd never let them leave the house looking like less than their best. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it. Never let them stay up too late. And never let them run wild through the grocery store.
We have on aisle 6 and aisle 3.
So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, know it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We're on the air live tonight. 1-800-39-online. 1-800-396-6546 is the number.
Online tonight. No matter how much it changes, technology is just a bunch of wires connected to a bunch of other wires.
Oh, really? So what's wrong with it?
Can't seem to find any wires.
Hey, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Max Smart. The name of the show is Online Tonight, where we talk about tech, pop culture, and more. Use our Broadcast Bionics Caller One system. Use the toll-free telephone number that I'm about to give you, and you'll get right into the studio. 1-800-39-online, 1-800-396-6546. You can also reach out via text, voicemail, and email. The text voicemail number, 951-395-1017. The email address, show@onlinetonight.com. Before we jump into our movie review, I wanted to share that I've teamed up with swagtothemax.com to introduce my new line of pirate t-shirts and other swag. You see what I did there? You can find them by going to onlinetonight.com/store. The 3 main shirts are there now in a lot of different sizes, and then we're going to be adding the mugs and the tote bags and the hats and all that stuff. So would love for you to check that out. Now let's jump into our movie review.
From Hollywood.
One very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
Blockbusters, tearjerkers, family fare.
Everything is awesome.
What's worth seeing in the theater and what should you just watch at home?
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Here are your hosts.
I'm Max.
And I'm Victoria.
All right. I want to very quickly, Miss Victoria, remember we had we do VO consulting for people.
Mm-hmm.
And remember that one, I let the words speak for themselves?
Mm-hmm.
That person would have said, oh, what? Fun.
Mm.
How would you say it?
Well, I take it from a Christmas song. Oh, what fun it is to ride.
Exactly.
But the way that it's punctuated, it's, oh, what fun.
How about with a smile?
No.
Why? Well, because you know this. Because you know the
'Cause I know
seriousness
what the movie's
of the
about.
movie. It's not a comedy. All right, we're talking about Oh, What Fun, rated PG on Prime Video. Prime. So if you're a Prime member, you get that. I don't know if you can just like pop in there and buy it. I don't know how that works because I've been a Prime member for far too long.
They do bill this as a holiday comedy.
Well, I mean, there were some funny parts, but not a lot of funny parts. All right. I'm going to let you do most of the talking. I'm going to get right out of the way. I'm going to say this movie was not really for me.
It wasn't for me either.
However, it really did make me appreciate my mother at the end.
Yeah.
And how sometimes we were probably way rough on her, not realizing what her ultimate goal was to make the season magical. And so that made me feel a little bit sad that I didn't get to communicate that well enough to her.
Yeah, there was a tearjerker moment
All right.
there near the end. But I said this earlier when we were reviewing the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie. They don't make holiday movies like they used to. And they shouldn't try because they fail.
Well, okay, I want to disagree with you a tiny bit.
Okay.
When you and I were kids for Christmas, we had 34th Street. We had the animated Christmas stories with the dentist, Lil Elf, and things like that. And we've had a couple since then. They totally screwed up with Star Wars Christmas Special, but they did not screw up with Elf.
No.
Okay, so it is possible.
The rare gem.
It is possible. They're just not doing it.
But think about the number of Christmas holiday movies that are cranked out every year because there's an entire Hallmark
Well, that's
channel.
a Hallmark channel. Okay. But that's
And
very formulaic. I mean, I could write that. I could write it.
Those are incredibly formulaic.
My dog could write it.
And this is nothing like those.
No.
But so there's a line in the movie that says there aren't any Christmas movies about moms. Well, I can see why, because if they're all like this, nobody would watch them. I just feel like everything was, the first half of the movie was boring. And, you just kind of felt like you were watching a dysfunctional family at Christmas.
Well, that's what made Married with Children so good. Was they were the first they were the first non-Cosby family on television,
right?
And they got so many complaints, which actually made them more popular. But why did we connect so well? Was because they had real family issues,
right?
And that's why they were so good.
I
want to say very quickly.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm a Michelle Pfeiffer fan. Grew up with her sister in SoCal. I like, who's the dad?
Dennis Leary.
I like Dennis Leary, both from his stand-up and his sitcoms. I like the people that, Chloe, we love Chloe. I like the people that are involved.
Right.
I just really could not connect with the story.
I don't know if it was a mismatched cast or it was just badly written or the story. I don't know. I was annoyed by all the people in the movie at the very beginning. And I thought, well, maybe that they'll redeem themselves, but they didn't. I mean, magically everything is better at the end, but is it? So
even the
we never
even
get
the
to
spoiled little daughter at the end when the mom's really kind of, laying it all out there, turned it on herself.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like, what the heck?
And then of course that made them bond. And I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Hey.
Sorry. That is not, this is not my idea of a Christmas movie. And great for her to figure out, I'm unappreciated. I'm going to go get what I want and I'm going to be brave and I'm going to go do, but also she seemed like maybe that's kind of the way holidays are. You have a dynamic. Moms do work really hard at it. They are underappreciated, but everybody gets to be together. And I think the fact that she didn't spend the holiday with her family felt like a bad move to me.
Well, okay. If we want to get like psychology, the daughter was saying, I have my own family. I have my twins. I have my husband. I want to kind of do my own thing at home. We're not going to come next year. And so maybe she went, you know what? Then you're not going to see what it's like this year. We don't know.
Well, that's vindictive.
Okay. That's psychology, though.
Right.
If you're going to take it away from me next year, I'm going to wreck this one now.
And, in a lot of ways, because she got Kevin McAllister, she just kind of snapped. She wanted this, Burbank thing so badly.
Well, tell people what Kevin McAllister is.
Home Alone.
All right. So she was left.
Yeah.
Everybody drove away without her to go to an event, a holiday
an event that she organized.
That she paid for, yeah.
Yeah, so, and also, I have to say, the accent really bothered me through the entire movie. The southern, they're in Texas, Houston, apparently. Nobody else in the family had an accent. Maybe she was born and raised in Georgia. I don't know, because Dennis Leary's character came from Boston. So, and the use of voiceover was just too much. She was constantly in your ear telling you different things about the characters. And I'm like, just let us learn about the characters. Don't tell us about the characters.
All right. I tolerated the accent. And then when it burned me was when the end scene in the water and the music was killing her, was almost the exact same tone, the tonal quality of her voiceover at that moment. And it was so muddled. I'm like, they really had, they needed to add, so I'm doing mastering. They needed to add some EQ here. They needed to duck down the music. I was just like, I can't make out what she's saying. Final words.
You
have a minute. Go ahead.
I would skip it.
Ooh.
I'll give it a 2 because it had some good people in it, but it didn't work for me.
All right. This is rare. We tend to try to find the gold in every art production. We view film and music and things like that as an artistic expression. We always try to find like a golden nugget in it, even if we disagree with like the storyline and things like that. We're having a lot of trouble finding it in this one. Yeah. Other than we like the people who were in it. We just feel it was a complete mess for them to have. They could only work with what they've got. Actors can only work with what they got. They can only do so much storytelling. They can only emote so much. And we really like those people, but we absolutely did not like this story. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn here. I feel you said the same way. I'm at skip it. Just completely skip it. Find another holiday movie. Unless you have like some weird mom guilt, and this is not going to fix any of that for you, honestly. So there we go. We're talking about Oh, What Fun, rated PG on Prime.
PG-13.
PG-13. And the main thing I can say is I didn't have to pay extra to see this in a theater. And I wish I had my hour and 46 minutes back to watch, Charlie Brown or Die Hard. What are you watching for the holidays? What are your favorite holiday movies? We have time to share that before the holidays.
Last Christmas.
Online tonight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a one-of-a-kind gift or to complete your own collection? Sumerian Collection offers a wide variety of vintage goods with new items added weekly. Books, collectibles, clothing items, jewelry, gadgets, and gizmos galore. Many items are from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, but exclusive finds from earlier time periods become available as well. Rare vintage items include dolls from around the world and foreign language books. Online shopping at Sumerian Collection is a breeze, with Etsy's secure payment processing and shipping to U.S. locations included free with every purchase. Visit SumerianCollection.etsy.com to see what's new and vintage this week. SAMERIAN Collection.ETSY.com. SAMERIAN Collection.ETSY.com. Sumerian Collection.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify. 800-908-3082. 800-908-3082. 800-908-3082. That's 800-908-3082.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My Grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my Grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
They are our cuddlers and coworkers, purr machines and love bugs, and constant companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life so much better. When we face unexpected challenges in life, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people who love their pets and the pets who love their people, ensuring these families stay exactly where they belong, together. And you have something to offer. With an open heart and mind, there is nothing you can't do. There's no gesture too small or too big when it comes to helping. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. You can help keep pets and people together. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
We're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for the... And there they go, almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, bookmark this.
All right, this hour's Bookmark This, where we give you a website that we hope you find fun, entertaining, or educational, is toysfortots.org. Toysfortots.org. I mentioned the Hollywood Christmas Parade earlier, and it has always benefited the Marines Toys for Tots. This organization has put smiles on faces of children in need year after year. I'm sure they would love your support this year. Use this site to find toy drives in your area, or you can donate online. Toy distribution for this Christmas is already underway and will continue until December 20th. Any donations received after that date will go into the 2026 Christmas campaign. It's very simple. I love how easy they make it, especially if you find a bin. You go and you buy a brand new toy. You don't have to do anything. You don't wrap it. You don't open it. You don't do anything. And you can give it to a Marine, or you can put it inside there. And then they wrap it. They distribute it. They get it to somebody who is really going to get some joy out of it. And it really doesn't take very much time at all. So if you're toy shopping or something for somebody else, you can pick up any item, really. Anything from a little car to a doll to, a Lego set, whatever. And then just on your way out, you can put it in the little bin. It's fantastic. Toysfortots.org. Toysfortots.org. That is this hour's Bookmark This, brought to you by Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. It's now streaming on Paramount Plus, and you'll find holiday fun for the younger family members with Paw Patrol Christmas, part of the Paramount Plus Pawsome collection. There's a pun there. Find all that Paramount Plus has to offer by visiting our website, onlinetonight.com/stream, onlinetonight.com/STREAM.
Online tonight.
Do you hear that? There, that. No?
No.
Maybe it's just the ringing in our ears. This is Online Tonight. Now, here's Max.
I'm Max. This is Online Tonight, and the biggest news of the week, really, at least in pop culture and entertainment, is who now owns Superman, and who now owns Suicide Squad, and who now owns X, Y, and Z. Well, if Netflix has their way, they are planning to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery for $72 billion, combining two major streaming and film companies. Because don't forget, they have HBO Max, right? Just Warner Brothers owns that. The deal will include Warner's TV and film divisions, meaning the divisions that make movies and television series. That includes all of DC Studios. So Batman, Batgirl, The Flash, all the stuff that's under the DC umbrella. Wonder Woman. The list is long. The deal does not include, by the way, CNN, the Discovery Channel, or any of the cable networks. So they're going to take those parts, CNN, Discovery, cable networks, they're going to take them out. They're going to create a separate company, and then that company will be on the stock market along with Netflix. Just very quickly, so a little bit of the technical part. They're giving Warner Brothers stockholders $27.75 for each Warner Brothers share. Total enterprise value will be about 82-something billion, including the debt that Warner Brothers has. The transaction is going to take over a year because Warner Brothers has to separate the cable operations, as I already mentioned. We don't know if HBO Max will stay separate or if if they're just going to move the entire library.
I have an update there.
Oh, great.
They sent out an email to subscribers today stating that HBO Max and Netflix will remain separate entities, separate streaming services.
All right, just to keep the books different, I guess.
I mean, I guess to...
All right, Hollywood's kind of in an uproar. And one of the reasons is because Hollywood has traditionally relied on movie theaters. That's where they get their what just came out from Disney recently? They got like $140 million in
Zootopia.
An opening weekend. Yeah, Zootopia 2 did very well. One of Disney's few hits this year. So if Netflix, who is fundamentally a streaming company and could care less in some people's eyes about movie theaters, what are they going to do? Well, Netflix, because they want government approval, has said, hey, relax. We're going to continue to do theatrical releases of Warner Brothers films, and we're going to maintain the contracts that we already have through the Warner Brothers division. But people are freaking out. Some people in Hollywood are freaking out. We're going to lose our jobs. You're going to limit the amount of variety and content that we're going to be able to create. And you're going to eventually dump all the movie theaters. So people are concerned. I wanted to ask Miss Victoria, do you know anything about the government stuff? Like when companies try to merge, like when Disney tried to buy Fox, wasn't there like an anti-competitive group or something that is part of the government? We don't do politics.
They're just, it's something to do with anti-monopoly, like with the phone companies.
But how is this a monopoly? Because we still have what? Disney, Sony, Paramount.
I think in this instance, it's not going to be an issue.
Universal, NBC. I mean, so that's like 4 or 5 more people.
Do you know
Apple TV? I mean, they're a competitor in that space. They release movies in the theater.
Do you know how many?
Oh, that's you. Go.
Do you know how many franchises Warner Brothers has?
I mean, Big Bang Theory, isn't Big Bang Theory there?
No, I'm just talking movie franchises.
Oh no, tell me.
All the Harry Potter films.
Okay, yeah.
All the the spin-offs of that, the Lego movies, the Mad Max franchise, the Matrix, National Lampoon's Vacation, Never-Ending Story.
That's a Christmas movie.
Nightmare on Elm Street, the Ocean's movies, Pee Wee Herman movies, Police Academy. Scooby-Doo, Sesame Street.
Scooby-Doo animated or Scooby-Doo the theatrical release?
Live action, which they're still doing.
I thought they don't own. Well, that was Hanna-Barbera. Did they not buy Hanna-Barbera?
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Lord of the Rings, King Kong. See, I always think King Kong is Universal because of the and Harry Potter. So they must have some kind of a deal with the Universal theme parks.
Oh, obviously.
Godzilla, Goonies, Free Willy.
Free Willy?
Free Willy.
Careful.
Dune.
All right, so you think it's going to be approved without any trouble?
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much. All right, don't forget, if you missed any portion of it, let us know what you think about this Netflix Warner Brothers. What are your concerns, or are you just super excited that you're going to get more bang for your buck when it comes to streaming? I'm going to tell you, the price is going to go up because they just spent $80 billion. They don't do that for free. If you missed any portion of the show, head over to OnlineTonight.com. This is hour 2 of episode number 2092. You can check out all the show notes. We'll put the bookmark there. You can listen to the audio archive. You can subscribe to the podcast. You can check out our visual version of the show by going to youtube.com/@OnlineTonight. TV, and don't forget about my t-shirts, OnlineTonight.com/store.
Online Tonight is produced and copyrighted by Smart Family Media. All rights reserved. Host Maxwell Smart. Producer and other hats worn by Victoria Smart. Views and opinions expressed are those of the host, guest, and callers, and are not necessarily those of the station, its management, affiliates, or other advertisers.